We had talked in the past about one of the men who were photographed on the House floor, actually, a retired Air Force officer who was part of the mob that stormed the US Capitol. You could be seen carrying zip ties. This isn't the person jumping over the barrier with the zip ties. This is a different guy with zip ties. He apparently wanted to take hostages. That's what a prosecutor said in court in Texas on Thursday. As Assistant US Attorney Jay Weimer said of retired Lieutenant Colonel Larry Rendell Brock Jr., Lieutenant Colonel that was there. He means to take hostages. He means to kidnap, restrain, perhaps try, perhaps execute members of the US government. And as part of the evidence provided by that prosecutor there, he read in court social media posts from Brock, including one posted on the day of the riots saying, quote, "Patriots on the Capitol, patriots storming, men with guns need to shoot their way in." And this is, like, there are many varieties, many flavors of crazy that were there. This isn't just the, like, former military flavor. This is former lieutenant colonel flavor who wanted to overthrow the US government and went there to do that. He is, I believe, the one who was turned in by his ex-wife who saw him on TV, which is hilarious. I'd love to see that. But again, in his defense, he says he just found the zip ties on the floor and he picked them up to give them to a police officer. Quote, "I wish I had not picked those up." Well, I'm sure that part is true. He wishes that he hadn't been pictured with them at the very least. Men with guns need to shoot their way in so that I can get in and pick up litter and give it to the cops I see. I'm assuming that was the part of the quote that we didn't see, Brett.
And there's this. There's so much
really,
here.
really fast. Again, what we're seeing here is part one, you storm the Capitol. That's step one, F around. Step two is, I wish I hadn't picked up those zip ties. That's the find out part. And they all of a sudden, they're far less watering the tree of liberty-ish once they're facing charges. But he was ready. If that guy had Mike Pence, what would have happened to Mike Pence that day if this individual had him?
Well, yeah,
he wants you to believe nothing.
Right, but if I'm gonna believe what I heard, hundreds of people chanting they wanted to kill him. They wanted to hang him in the gallows they had absolutely erected outside the Capitol building. But what the thing I was speechless over is just the extent of the self-delusion and lack of self-awareness. Guys, when they get caught, they didn't think they were doing anything wrong. They don't think they're the terrorists. And that implies two things. One, how far detached from reality they are. How much of a social media or straight up militia / gang bubble that they've put themselves in where they think they're righteous. And then two, the utter lack of empathy for other people who advocate for changes in the government. As I already pointed out, those are based in reality. You guys are more crazier than you think the other side is, because you are functioning absolutely in an illusion. So far from what's real, but the strangeness, how fast they must go from, I was just at summer camp, where this fun exercise of overthrowing the US government is righteous, to, oh my God, I was just there. There's a video someone uploaded of his wife, and in the video, the wife takes her mask off. She has a bandana, and he's like, put that back up, or they'll see you. And the reason I was able, and she puts it back up, he's like, I want to protect you. The reason that I saw that is because even still, he uploaded that video.
Yeah.
Exposing it. This is, and just like the utter security they feel in what is actually an illusion, that this is their country. And it's everything they believe, it's just for them and it's for no one else. That is what, when I think about the very moment that they may or may not realize that they have totally lost it. That is the realest thing I can imagine.
Yeah, and my final point, then we got to move on because we got a million things. But I just want, like, in terms of your point, that the detachment from reality, which is something that we've been talking about for a very long time, and how everything gets to be whatever you want it to be to make you feel good. You have part of the right who doesn't want to engage with what actually happened. They say it was Antifa that did this. The people who did it are saying, I shouldn't face any consequences because I wasn't trying to kill a cop, I was trying to kill Antifa. So Antifa is simultaneously the solution to all of their problems, facing in all different random directions. Everything was Antifa. All that riot was Antifa fighting Antifa. The cops were Antifa, the media covering it's Antifa, it's all Antifa. No, it's a detached group of people, and they have a media infrastructure that constantly reinforces them that this is the appropriate way to think about the world and to engage with the world.
Yeah, and when people on the right, even the toadiest of toadies in Trump's, cabal, when they say, no, it was MAGA that did this, I was there. The state parties, the local governments, everyone that's trying to get those jobs is absolutely backing Trump and throwing all these people who had the gall to accept reality under the bus.
Yeah.
Under the magic tool bus.
I like that.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.